So, welcome to this beginners friendly mobility slash flexibility class. I'm going to take it really slow today, explore positions that you might not be familiar with, explore some new concepts when it comes to training and mobility work that you've never really thought about before, and different sensations that you might go through while performing some of these exercises. It's great to do this class first thing in the morning when you wake up, or if you know you've got a little bit of free time on your lunch break or something like that, just to get a little bit of movement in. So less rambling, more doing. To start off, you always got to warm up the wrists. Come on, spend a lot of time on them. We'll take it nice and slow, just do little rotations. Clasping the hands together, clockwise, anti-clockwise, keeping it simple. From here, bring the hands into a bit of flexion. Place them on the mat, lean into it slightly, and then start to work towards bringing the fingers towards you and then back away from you. Nice and simple. And then once you've done that, flip them over into extension. Exact same thing. Real easy way of warming up the wrists. People overcomplicate wrist warm-ups a little bit. This here is an easy way to load them up. Okay, from here, we're going to go straight into extension, holding this, lumbar extension, thoracic extension, hanging out. Some people like to call this the anti-gravity stretch. Just feels so good. We're stuck in that flex position all day. From here, send our hips back into a little bit of extension, bringing the fingertips out in front of you, sticking your bum, your glutes in the air, bringing the chest down towards the mat. Feeling a good stretch in between the shoulder blades. We'll work through that little flow, so extension. Perfect. If you're doing this at home, you don't really need much equipment. You don't even need a mat, you just need some carpet. I wouldn't do this though in front of the lads in the change room. Might be putting yourself in a vulnerable position, but it's all good in the name of mobility. It's a nice little flow we're starting here. Incorporate the breath, so you want to inhale, exhale. Lovely. From here, seated, explore the 1990. So, little tibia angle, shin angle, back knee in line with the hip, like so. If this is a position you can't achieve, stick a couple of blocks underneath the knees. This, we're going to keep it really simple. We're just going to lean back until we find a little bit of sensation and stretch in this left hip here. Could be high or it could be towards the knee, just depending on your mechanics or your restrictions. This is probably as good a time as any to discuss breathing mechanics whenever you're in these stretches. What you want to do is find a good stretch sensation. If that means wiggling around, going a little bit lower, you want to try and take it to a good 6 out of 10 in terms of sensation. Once you find that sensation, you want to hang out and breathe, sip the air almost on your inhalations, and big exhalation. And this is how we stay calm amongst the chaos when it comes to intense stretches. So just incorporate this idea, this technique as we go through the session. From there, walk our hands up. Whew. Feel that definitely in the left hip. We'll swap around. Doesn't have to look pretty in your transitions, as long as you get there. So we're here again. Feeling that sensation on that right hip now. And we're leaning back. For me, this one feels a little bit tighter. Finding that discomfort, we'll hang out and breathe. In this position too, it's important to keep the right ankle flexed, just so you're not putting too much pressure kind of on the ligaments and stuff of the ankle. That's important to know as well. If you ever feel pain in a position, just come out of it, listen to your body. Lovely. Walking our way out of this one. Exploring a little bit of hip range of motion again. So, feet on the floor, knees up, hip swivel, knees go to one side, and then up, and then down to the other. If you can't make it the whole way to the ground, that's fine. If you get here, but you find a good sensation, good stretch, it's great. Come back up. Don't try and force your joint into a range that it's not comfortable with or that's not available for you right now. Anyway. Lovely. And last one, over to the other side. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to sit onto the heels. If this isn't comfortable for you, it will be with some amount of practice. Sitting on the heels, sending ourselves forward into all fours. Depending on if that position was comfortable, if you can sit here, that's perfect. We're going to work a little bit of thoracic rotation, so we'll put our hand on our ear and rotate right up as high as we can to the sky. We'll do this 5 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same again on the other side. Trying to stay with your weight distributed into the heels. One side will definitely feel more restricted than the other. And just moving and gliding. Lovely. Now that the thoracic rotation is taken care of, we'll make our way to standing. Feel that in the hips. It's definitely been worked. Going to do a little bit of hip hinging for the hamstrings. So explore the hip hinge here. I'm going to send the hips back, keep the knees slightly bent, feel good, pull the hamstrings, and back up. Do 5 reps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely work. Last position, come down and do a squat. Just hang out here. Similar with the 1990, if you can't get comfortably into this squat, use something to elevate your heels, or even grab something to sort of keep yourself, you can counterbalance yourself. Just do what you need to do, okay? Squat doesn't have to look picture perfect, doesn't have to be Instagrammable, doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you're feeling the stretch sensations, that's the most important thing. And this here is great. Hip hinge and squat, great way to combine overall flexibility / mobility. Things that we need for daily life is going to be very important. Lovely. And that is it. As simple as it gets. Move through those movements in the morning. It's a great way to introduce yourself to flexibility training. Just want to say thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.